Why do I look like this? Well, today I'm going to be talking about why I look like a homeless, Jesus, receding hairline caveman, and why I decided to even grow my hair out in the first place. So, it all kind of stems back to school. If you remember ever watching Smosh, this was the haircut that everyone wanted. I remember I had short hair at the time and I thought that I looked like some sort of monkey. I hated having short hair. My ears felt like they poked out like this. So I didn't really like having my hair cut short, but at the same time it was short and I hated going to the hairdresser. Sorry, I'm bashing my desk. I remember the first time my mum made me go to the hairdresser, and it was the last time I ever went back to the hairdresser because I just hated being told what to do and how to have my hair. So after that, my mum just cut it every couple of months, kept it short. And then one day, everyone started watching Smosh. And suddenly my friends were like, why don't you grow your hair out? You could have hair just like Smosh. And the greater extent of this was actually Justin Bieber hair. You see this hairstyle here. But we didn't care about Justin Bieber. We cared about Smosh. So that's why I started growing out my hair. But there's sort of a greater reason. As I got older, I kind of started making up these excuses. Like, I just like looking messy because it sums up how I feel. It's an extension of my inner thoughts. I feel like a mess, therefore I must look like a mess. But I always tied it back because when I was in school, if you didn't tie your hair back, you'd get detention. So that's where I got the habit of tying my hair back, and I still do it to this day. And there's an element of I just never wanted to change. I grew my hair out, tied it back, and now that's just the way it is. Another great reason to grow out your hair. We'll get to some pictures of me without a beard in a minute. You'll like this. But it's actually just the fact I hate having to maintain hair. Lots of people are like, well, why don't you keep it short then? Well, do you know what's less effort than cutting your hair and keeping it short? It's actually just letting it grow and tying it back, because it's got the benefits of short hair where it's not in my face, and it's got the benefits of long hair where I don't have to trim it, I don't have to cut it, it just grows. And it's going to keep growing back. So now I don't have to go to the hairdresser. How much money do people spend on going to the hairdresser? I don't even know because I don't go. Not interested in doing that either. So grow out your hair. And eventually it got to the point where I started growing out my beard. Now, my whole life, my dad would always tell me, if you start shaving, your beard's going to grow back faster. And in my mind, I thought, well, I don't want to be cutting my beard all the time. So I have never shaved more than once every 3 months. That was my cadence. Every 3 months, I would shave it, go back to clean shaven, and then let it grow out again, and shave it maybe 3 to 6 months. And at one point, I grew my beard to about this length, and I thought, that is too long. I need to trim that. Past few years, I just decided I'm going to grow it as long as possible. I kind of want to see how long it can go before it starts going grey. Spoiler alert, I actually have a few grey hairs already, so you can't see them yet. They're just the tiny ones on the side. It's only going to get worse with age. Anyway, let's get to me without a beard. So this one's going to be kind of scary. Prepare yourself for a jump scare. Oh, you don't want to see that. No. I'm going to try and pull the same face. That's me without a beard. And if you've ever seen this meme, Momo, looks pretty similar, doesn't it? That's me without a beard. I am pulling a silly face. Can I even do that? That's my go-to, I'm looking silly face. But that's me without a beard. One more. There you go. I'm pouting. Kind of look like a woman, don't I? When you've got long hair and your hair's down, you kind of look like a woman if you don't grow out a beard. But there is something nice about that point when you decide, I want to shave. And then you do it and you're like, damn, I still look young. Oh, here's one more. That's me without a beard doing some deadlift in the garden, and I found the face so funny, I zoomed in on it. A beard can do wondrous things. Now, the thing is, you might be seeing... Where's my hat? You might see a lot of people my age walking around like this. And if you ever see that, one, they might be protecting their head. That's why I do it, protect myself from the sun. But the other one is because of this. receding hairlines. If you see a 30-year-old or a 25-year-old plus and they're always in their hat, you got to start asking yourself, what's underneath that hat? And the answer is probably not very surprising. There's probably not much underneath their hat, and they're self-conscious. Because look, do I look younger suddenly wearing a hat? Yes, because you can imagine my hairline goes up to there. Where no, jump scare, boom, it's actually receding. Now, I know it's a whole, people get really self-conscious over losing their hair. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just part of age, part of being a bloke. Your hair kind of just falls out on the front. Some people, it happens faster, and that's where a beard can really come in handy. Your hair migrates from here and it goes down south for the rest of your life. So keeping a beard is crucial to not looking like a walking egg. But the thing is, sometimes you can get away with having no hair, no hair here, no hair here, if you grow some muscle. Now, one of the go-to looks in the gym is bald man with a beard and some muscle. But having a bit of muscle can really save you from a lot of these, I would say, strange looks. Not really strange looks. Ultimately, people do not care. It's all about what you see in the mirror. But if you kind of want to suit being bald a bit more, it's probably a good idea to go to the gym. Not that you have to. So I just want to go back to, I remember I was walking back from school one day and this guy cycled past me. See, I must have been 17 or 16, probably 16 years old or 15. And I had hair like this. It was probably longer back then. And this guy cycles past me and he just yells, "Cut your hair." And do you know what that instills in me? A rage. I start thinking, who is this bastard yelling at me to cut my hair? I'm going to grow it out even longer. That's what happens when people tell you to cut your hair. So if you've ever told someone with long hair to cut their hair, it's pissed them off and it's made them grow it longer. There's just something about it. Is it just me or does it happen to you? If you get told what to do, it makes you want to do the very opposite. That's why I've got long hair in the first place, and now it just becomes my identity. Now, I do remember there was this video of this guy on YouTube. Don't know if I'll be able to find it. I'll have a quick look while I'm saying, but he said, no one cares what you do. And he just cut his hair off. No one cares what you do. And he trimmed his hair and he said people didn't even notice. Yeah, it's not coming up. So his point was, let's take me as an example. If I slashed all my hair off, went to the gym, people who've never seen me before will think nothing. They'll think, oh, that guy's bald. People who have seen me will think, you look so weird. But then within a couple of days, they'll get used to it and everyone will move on. So these things, your hair, how you look, they're only as big of a deal as you make it out to be. Ultimately, no one cares. No one gives a shit what you look like. No one gives a shit how you have your hair except you. And that's just something to hold close as, it should make you feel a bit better, a bit more at ease. That the fact that you don't have to have so much weight on this hair that's on your head. Yes, you might be balding. Yes, you might be going grey. It happens to all of us. Well, not all of us. Some of us it doesn't happen to. Grey will happen unless you're, unlucky enough to not be here. Eventually it will happen. So enjoy the hair that you have now. Enjoy the hair that's on your head because it won't be there forever. And thanks for listening.